Great.
Okay. So, hi everyone. How are you
Hi.
guys doing? So, this is another episode of Tell Me More with these two women. They are so amazing. So, as you all know, my name is Asmau, and yeah, today is special. Is special as I said yesterday because it happened that three of us are students. So we are going to share a little bit of how it feels to be a student and at the same time a digital business owner, and share our experience so far, and hope we encourage you to take the step. So I will let both of them to introduce themselves, and let's hear from the host, right? So you have the floor. Who wants to start?
Yvette, you can go for it.
Yeah, go. You can go for it.
All right. Thank you so much, Asmao, for having us. And yes, like she said, today is a special because all of us are students. Which is that this is very it's very good and it will be so great. And for those who have never seen me before, my name is Yvette. I'm originally from Burundi and I live in Canada. Right now, I'm on the road because my business allow me to be on the road. Yeah, so I'm a student, like she said. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I'm also an investor. I invest in different things. So, welcome. Just to be specific, I'm a biochemistry and biotechnology student. So, welcome everyone, and hope to get to know you too and chat with you. Thank you.
Thank you. So what about you, Farhana?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all the viewers. Jazakallah khair, Asma, so much for having us on your page today. We're really honored to be here. Okay, so my name is Farhana Davids and I'm from South Africa. I'm a wife and a mom, and I'm also a student. And I'm making the transition from traditional business owner into digital entrepreneur, and it's super exciting. And just basically over here discussing what that entails and what that means, because to a lot of people it's a brand new concept. And
Mhm.
so, yeah, that's what we're doing here today.
Nice. Yes, you are both amazing, and I'm so happy to have you today. So I just have that question since this morning. Why do you start a business? I mean, Farhana, you told me that you were in business. I don't know, for 30 years, right?
13 years.
13, okay, 13 years. So, why not continue with that business, and you decided to switch um, in the online world? Why? What's
So making that move from traditional entrepreneur to a digital entrepreneur was basically how it happened was coincidental, right? Because I've been in business for over 13 years and I've tried many different things before, like a typical entrepreneur. I did this and that, and I did the holiday business and the health shakes, and then I went into clothing and footwear. And that did well for a long time. I think that was like the longest business venture, which lasted about 6 years. But it was, and the climate was really changing here in South Africa, like the economic climate. I think we went into a slight recession at that time. So 2018, really, I actually gave up all businesses because the cons at that point were outweighing the pros within business. I mean, obviously, first of all, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So for me to have gone out, because I didn't like the way that my design, my setup wasn't that I needed to be out there every day, right, to trade, but I needed to be there at least a few times in the month. And so obviously for me that was awesome, to go out there, adult stimulation and all of that. And so I always enjoyed like the social side of sales and business and all of those things, right? And but then like like the things that was taxing is like you always needed to be on trend. You always needed to keep up with what is the next big thing out there, and then also inventory, and your money lies in inventory. And then literally as a business person, I had to cart around these things, right? And then also um just like forever having to sell what I need to sell. And obviously if I'm not present at my business, so like for example, if it spoke earlier on about she can move around, she can travel,
Yeah.
because the business allows that, right? So 3 weeks ago, my husband and I went away for Durban, and my business was still operating. But in traditional business, if I'm not there and my business,
Yeah.
then then there's no business, and obviously there's no income to be made. And so it was actually last year, it was in the time of the pandemic, and
Mm-hmm.
as we saw, the world was moving into the online space. And so I actually was looking for something, but funnily enough, it wasn't specifically a business, because I was tired of selling, right? I didn't want to be selling, tired of the
Mm.
inventory, tired of all of those things.
Yeah.
And so, as most of us probably scrolling, and then I came upon this ad with a family, and what attracted me obviously was the fact that there was this family, and I just thought a legitimate business wouldn't put themselves out there in that way. And then I clicked on the link, and then I did the write up saying no selling, no inventory, all the training required, and all of those things. And then I just thought, wait. Then the entrepreneurial side of me came alive again, and I just clicked on it, and then I registered for that webinar, and I got onto the replay, and that's how I came onto the business. Just ticked all the
And
boxes.
wow, nice. So that's our
Mhm.
biotechnologist. So can you tell me why? What pushed you to start a business? Why becoming an entrepreneur? If you can just focus on your studies, graduate and yeah, start working. Why starting a business?
Well, I'm still doing that. Anyways, thank you for the question. So, well, like any other person, for me, it was not really like something that I stumbled on. I actually looked for this. Like I said, I'm a student. I'm a biochemistry but technology student. So my program is very intense. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and I need to be in school. So in Canada, as how you live there, you as a student, you either take a loan but be in school, and the loan will keep piling up, or you can take a small loan, go to work, and then go to school. So I used to do that. I actually was on a scholarship. I did not have any loan. I did not have anything like in debt, but still, my scholarship was not enough to cover how I live, my lifestyle, to help my family, because I have my mom and my father back in Africa. So I have to take care of them because they took care of me. That's my tradition. That's how I was raised. So I knew for sure I have to keep helping them. Even though I'm in school, I have to keep helping them. So I did some other businesses. I sold some jewelries. I sold some online things, like the way you could design caps, all those things, and you sell them. I did that, but those were not things that could actually. I like she said, you have to be there in person, the inventory. I did all those things. I did not stay long in the business, by the way, because I personally was looking for a different kind of life. I knew there were online businesses, but I didn't know exactly how to get these businesses. So I kept on doing my own research. I kept on researching. I came across like this business through someone who lived in my city,
Mm-hmm.
and then we spoke. I spoke with her. I She is also a mother of three. Um, she's also my mentor. So I spoke with her. She told me about the business, and that's how I got interested. I was like, this business sounds good to be true, but it's never good to be true. You have to experience, because you don't know what is on the other side of the other side of the life, because you
Yeah.
don't live there. So because I knew I have to keep having another form of income, I started a business. And then I got to start whereby I had to quit my actual day job and then focus in school and then do my business. That's how I have been living since then. I do take job here and there, but it's not. It's something that I can quit anytime and minute. Like
Yeah.
like I said, right now I'm on the road because I'm allowed to be like my business right now allows me to do that. I'm not in Canada right now because I'm able to do that. So that's literally how I got interested into the business. I saw this as an opportunity to help my family as well as live a free life. Also keep working hard in school.
So you are the kind of person who move a lot, right? Sorry.
Yes,
So and you move a lot, so you were looking for something you can take with you, right? And I know our
absolutely.
business is just that, you can take it wherever you are,
Mhm.
and that is so amazing. Nice to hear that. It's just like it depicts my own reality. So I
Well,
don't.
it like I said, it sounds too good to be true, but this is life. So many people are well, right now we are 90,000 people in our group. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys saw that.
Mhm.
This is something like most people are doing. So it's doable. It's doable. It needs your time, a little bit of time, and it's done. You guys are doing it. So
Yeah. I think when I joined, we were just 68 or something thousand, and now can you see the gap? We are now
I joined
nine.
when we were 27,000.
Wow.
So that's been like
So,
a year.
Yeah, a
And
year ago.
it's
Actually, 1 year and some like a month or two. It's not that far. Every day the group
so
increases.
I mean, like that's like almost tripled in
yeah.
size. And I mean, what does it tell you really? And also the fact that we are in that time now, right? Everybody's looking to move online, because if you're not online, you basically your business is dead. Because that
Yeah.
was another thing, right? Foot traffic or in your business, like now it's lockdown 4 again with us here in South Africa. And so if you are not experiencing any foot traffic, then you don't have any business. If you're just a traditional business owner. So you need to be in the online space. This is the direction that we're moving into, and and people are now slowly realizing it. The only thing I think is that so many people are afraid of it,
Mhm.
do fear it because they don't understand it, number one. And number two, obviously, a lot of people are afraid of change and all of that, right? But the
Mhm.
thing is, and also the other part is that there are a lot of scams and things that run out there in the online space. But and it's good to be skeptical, and it's good to do what
Yes.
you need to do, your due diligence and all that stuff. But eventually, as you move beyond that point, when you find out and you proactively research for a business, right? So I stumbled upon this, and then when I did come upon this and I found out everything that I needed to do, because that's the type of person I am, right? So I'm not just going to go blindly into something. I want all the information so that I can make a decision. And so
Right.
that
Mhm.
is why that very first step that we take in terms of that 90-minute webinar that explains to us what the business is about. And after that, when you need to purchase the lifetime membership, that gives you now the name of the company, the products, what we're investing, all of those things. Now you have all that information. Go out there, do your due diligence, because that's what I did, right? My
Mhm.
mentor is from Australia, and I just wanted to speak to someone from South Africa for my own sake. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I eventually connected with someone here, and I chatted to that person, and it just gave me more. And then obviously once we plugged into that private Facebook group, over there, the more that you read the stories, the more that you know that no, people can't constantly be coming up with things and stories like this. And so of course, this just proves to you over and over again how real this business is, and
Right.
that we are real people doing this business.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And that's true, because you can find people like you, that are in the same city doing the same business. I'm sure that if we have to conduct a study in our community, we will find a lot of things we are
Oh
not even
yeah.
aware.
I actually
So,
have a lot from where I live, like a lot of them. It's
yeah.
just I didn't know. I joined through someone who was in my area, but I did not know there were that many.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're from your own community. But that's the beauty about of being in the online space. Like it really connects us and it makes the world so much such a small space. Like you in the USA, you in Canada, I'm in South Africa, and we are running this
Yes, we
digital
are all
business.
in one platform.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, wow,
So
amazing.
so I have that another question. So being a student, it means our budget is limited, right? As Yvette you said earlier, and I'm sure though we have some students doing the business, but uh, I'm sure out there are a lot who want to do the business, but they are like, mm, as you know, in every business we need to put something. You can start with $0 or zero, I don't know, zero
Hmm.
amount.
Yeah.
So how do you manage? Did you take a loan? What do you do? uh, about when you want to start, about the budget, or how did you do that? How is there a way for students like us who are interested to do it? What are the tips or solution you may have to for them? Because I'm sure a lot of them want to do the business, but they are like, oh, it may be a lot of money to put it here, and maybe they don't have. I don't know what you have to say about that.
Well, I definitely have an answer for that. Before I became an online entrepreneur, I was working. Okay. So as a student who is in school, you might be taking loan, you might not be taking loan, you might be working. Learn how to save your money. That's the first number one thing I did. And when I actually was about to start the business, I was not in Canada, by the way. I knew the
Oh,
business, yes. I was in Kenya. Okay.
wow.
That's why I'm telling you, people need to just, the only thing people need to know is to trust themselves. That's all they need. They don't really need, like you joining the business, you know how much you spend to join the business. It's not 50,000. It's not $1 million. You don't need a lot of money compared to other business.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I literally saved my money. I was working in Kenya I was international worker with an organization that had gave me a scholarship. So they were paying me. So I saved that money. And then when I came back to Canada, that's when I was like, you know what? Now I have money that I have saved. Let me invest this
Let me
money in my
invest it.
business.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I personally did it. But look at this as any other person who work in a customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it like you want to leave this job for customer servicing, go be an entrepreneur at the same time as a student. Look
Mm-hmm.
at it in that way. Save your money. It's not a lot of money. When you get to talk to somebody who is in the business, you will learn this is actually something you can do as a student. I have done it, you have done it, Farhana has done it, and we have so many students. Well, we are not that many. Actually, that's why I'm so happy about this live, because students, this is a very good opportunity for students because we already know how to use the internet.
Yeah.
We're already young. We know how to present ourselves. It also prepares us for future. Like you said, the skill that you learn here, you can invest them in other,
Yeah.
like in another part of your life. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, I saved my own money. It was not like a lot of money that I needed, and then that's what the money I used to invest in my business. That's how
Mm-hmm.
I did it. But student likes to have fun. If you want to live a great life in the future, fun, you have to tone it down. You have to know that you actually have a bigger thing that is waiting for you in the future. So in order for you to prepare that kind of life, you have to do it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I might
Definitely.
sound like I'm preaching, but
No, you are not preaching.
that's how
It's
things
true.
are. You have to sacrifice, save that dollar that you get paid where you work right now, and then invest it in your business. That's how I did it. I did not ask for a loan. I did not do any miraculous thing. I was not rich. I was just a random immigrant student, so permanent resident. Actually, by then I was not Canadian, who is trying to make a life. That's how
Yeah.
I personally did it. I
Yeah.
saved my money. I was able to invest in my business. Just
Yeah.
as clear as that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it's
I,
it's the simple way to do it, and especially when you don't love, you are like myself. I don't like debt, be in debt, or take loans, and especially when you are, in country like this, that the interest just
It
go
just
up
keeps
each and every
piling
day.
up, piling
So
up.
no,
Yep.
no, 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 no way. So I think that is the best way. If you are interested in the business, you don't have the budget, or maybe you did your own due diligence, right? And you are
Mm-hmm.
interested, okay? I would suggest you, as she said, if you are working, okay, continue that work.
Yes.
If you are paying your rent, or I don't know, a lot of things through that, decide from this time to this time I will have to save money for my business, because I want to start a business, and then save it. Be consistent about your saving, and I'm sure you will get it.
I
it's
think
it's it's
um
it's step by step things, if you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to take a loan, because I won't even encourage you to take a loan. It's if you are not comfortable with
No,
that.
but there is a smart way of using a loan. You can take a loan and invest it. That's how
Yeah.
people. That's how people get rich.
and
Take a
some
Yes.
loan,
some
use
some
it to.
um, some countries do
Mm-hmm.
offer interest-free loans and interest-free facilities. It's just a matter of doing that investigation and finding out. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think like where it initially starts is really by mindset, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
like you said, like you think that you're preaching, but really it's not. It's just that
Yes.
you are in that right frame of mindset, and everybody's mindset is different.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, like you guys are students, right? And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people who are students are typically wanting to move into that job quadrant of the business model, right? And
Yes.
so therefore they don't see themselves as a someone who could possibly be a business owner, or someone that could possibly move in that direction. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because for example, if you're studying law and you're going to be a lawyer, but you could possibly open up your own law firm, which will
Law
make you a
firm. Mm-hmm.
right? And so this is just a matter of mindset. Where is it that you see yourself going, and or can you work towards that? Because so like I gave up my business in 2018, and I didn't have any income that I was bringing in. So my husband at that point was the only income breadwinner, right? And last year when the pandemic hit, he lost half of his salary.
Mm-hmm.
Half of his salary in a now one household income was hectic, guys. It was really hectic.
It
But
was
we
so
were still,
hard.
yeah, but we were still blessed because you know what? Like he still had his job. I mean, a lot of people were losing jobs, businesses were
Yes.
closing
Yeah.
down, right? But the thing is, when I saw this, and I saw that, like, the $149 that you have to pay for that lifetime membership, which is a once-off payment,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, at that point, half of the salary is gone. There is no money really to be, whatever.
Mm.
But I saw, like Yvette saying, you see that investment, you see the possibilities, and that's why your mindset is different. So you don't see it as, oh, like, oh yes, I did know at the back of my mind that there is a 30-day money back guarantee, right? So if I'm not interested, I can always get my money back. But at the same time, I was more interested in, I need this information, so I need to purchase this lifetime membership so that I can find out what I need to do. And
Mm-hmm.
then also, now that you and I are part of this business, and we see that, what did this $149 pay for this training website? Can you even equate that money
Mm-mm.
to you know what I'm saying, compared to the training that you received over there,
Yes.
and it's constantly updated? So how, that is truly an investment, and that is why I'm saying it's really a mindset, because we will think nothing of spending that kind of money on food, on shoes, on clothing, but when it
I
comes
blow
to
that
money,
within a minute. I blow
yes,
149
Unnecessary.
within a minute. Like
Yeah.
literally. Online shopping. Tan, tan,
unnecessary.
tan, tan, done.
Yeah.
149
But
is
that's what I'm
gone.
saying. But then when you comes to investing in yourself and in your business and in your family, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can't, what if I'm gonna? No, come on, guys. It's all about the mindset. What is it that you want? What do you want to
Mm-hmm.
achieve? And what are
Mm.
you willing to put forward? Because the other part of it is that we keep on saying, and we fear get rich quick, but in reality, that is the results that we want, right? But
Exactly.
so like it doesn't make sense. Like you just need to get that mind right and figure out what is the way towards the goal that you are wanting to achieve.
Right.
Yeah, and as you said, a lot of people out there they are purchasing unnecessary things. People will just, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
studies show that, they're just there, they will buy things, and then after they are not even happy about that. So they are spending lavishly or buying unnecessary things while they can actually save that money. When you buy things you don't need, I'm sure in the nearest future you will sell things you need in your life. And when you are purchasing those things, you are contributing to make other wealthier while you are
Yep.
poor. It shouldn't
Poor.
be like that.
Exactly.
And being a student and a business owner, I don't think it's a crime, right? Because as I said before, we bring ourselves here, uh, like what we are learning. I mean, what I've learned so far, I can easily apply it in other fields. When I decide right now to open my law firm, I would need, with the where we are going, how the world is developing each and every day. I will need to advertise my service, right? So if I don't know how to do that, I will have to go and take classes, techies, technology, or advertising classes, and I'll have to pay. I have to
Pay,
pay
yeah.
so much money before know how to do that. But with my business, I already know how to set things up, how to advertise on different platforms, and it's so easy. It's so, I think it's always a win-win situation. You never
It
lose.
is.
So why not give it a try? Why not, I mean, try it. And I've seen, when they announce those job creators, I'm so like, wow.
That'll be me. You'll be like, that'll be me next.
Yeah, a lot of people are tired of the 9 to 5 jobs, and it's true.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not really easy. I'm just kudos to people who always, wake up, go to work each and every day from Monday to Friday. Guys, I do respect them. It's not easy,
Mhm.
because you can't do anything else, just that, because you have to earn, you have to
It is
have lots of responsibility laying down your shoulders. So it's so,
Right.
and what is good about the business is that you can do it part-time or full-time. As you're saying, Yvette, you will graduate very soon, so you are in the final year, so you need concentration. It doesn't, stop you to run your business when you have time, so there is nobody behind you to tell you, Yvette, why don't you run your business today? Why didn't you show up for the business, for your business? No.
Absolutely.
No,
Yep.
there are days I don't come even to my page because I'm busy doing other things here. But there are
Mhm.
days, I'm there, or I schedule my things, and then even if I'm not there, the things is running. And
Yep.
the system who are there, when someone just sign up, they take care of the person, they welcome the person, they give the person all the information, so
Information.
I don't even have to worry myself. you know there are times at night I get buyers, and it's so amazing. Or while I'm sleeping, people will think it's not, and but I'm sure it happened to you too. When you get a buyer while you're sleeping, or you are
Oh
busy, and
yeah.
you just congratulations, you just got it. It's so amazing. So this business is just, I don't know how they did, but um the model is so good and all of that. So now that we talk about being a student, so I actually have one question before going to that question. So how do you manage it, Farhana, being a wife, a mother, and studying, doing your business? You have a lot of responsibility at the same time. How do you manage all of that?
So
How
the
how your days look like?
yeah, um, it's funny. Like as I actually embarked on this journey of becoming a digital entrepreneur, I literally had started a course called Personal Mastery for the professional Muslimah, which basically is for Muslim women and how obviously to conduct ourselves and how to master, ourselves on from within ourselves, and it entails quite a bit of work and information because
Mm,
so the thing, for example, like previously when I ran my businesses and the way that I ran it, right, I've obviously learned a lot and gained a lot of experience over the years. But
Mhm.
with personal mastery and the fact that we did that course, because that what the course had allowed was that our teacher had instructed us to come up with a masterpiece that we needed to work on. You needed to choose what your masterpiece, and that could have been whatever you found yourself in professionally. It could be, for example, author wanted to write a book. A lawyer wanted to maybe start a own law firm, or
mm,
like for myself, for example, at that moment I didn't realize it. Everything. That's why I just say, Allah really plans everything out because at that moment it wasn't specifically the fact that I wanted to start a digital business, but when
mhm,
I had designed my vision board. It was something that I put on the vision board. And when I looked at it again and I came onto this and we needed to do the vision board for this business also. And I just thought to myself, like, how is this like so amazing? Like, how is this on my vision
Wow,
board?
right on point.
It was like I will share. I will send you guys a picture of what I actually put on my vision board after this. And then I was like, just like looking at it, and I was like, how is this on my vision board? And I didn't realize at the time that this would be my masterpiece because the other masterpiece running parallel to this is motherhood, right? Because that is a hard role or hat to wear. Don't know if I'm sure Yvette is probably not yet a mother. I'm sorry if
mm.
I'm assuming the wrong thing.
No, that's the truth.
Yeah. Are you a mom, Asma?
No.
No,
Not
Asma.
yet.
Not yet. Okay. So being a mom, guys, is like you're saying, it's taxing, right? And so now we're finding ourselves in the pandemic, which is like a whole different ball game.
Mhm.
Um, because you really need to be self-disciplined, and I struggle with it, guys. It's not easy. It's really not, because self-discipline, self-motivating, self everything. Because like for me, for example, my classes meant that I could go out and go to my classes, and that was also my out and my away from home, and so now being at home and my business is digital, which I love. That part I don't mind. I didn't want to be having a business that required me to go out and do it. I wanted that to be in the online space, but my
Mhm.
classes was something that was great for me to get out of the house and go and do, right? Because I also were mixing with my sisters, and it's just a sisterhood and all of those things. But
Mhm.
then finding doing all of that now also here at home, and then also with the children, so luckily the children were at school, but now they're again at home. It's
Mm,
just taxing on you because now everything is in this one space and all these things that you need to do, but you really just need to be super disciplined. And this is why
yeah.
no yeah so this is why
Mm,
knowing, having that why is so important.
It's
It's
so
so
important. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
and it needs to be in place, right? Because that is what will drive you all the time. So you'll have up and downs, guys. You're never gonna have perfect days all the time. But I am I like a structure in terms of how I do things. So my business page is set up in a certain way, and it's done
Mm,
that way so that I'm able to stick to running my business the way that I want to run it. Because I don't
yeah.
want to be sitting all the time on my computer. I do spend a lot of time on it now initially because I'm in that phase where I'm really wanting to set it up and build it up to get to that point where I'm going to be spending less time. But it's still
Yeah.
not equivalent to a day job in fact in
Wow.
terms of time. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know a lot of parents, who are doing like, who are applying the method you apply. They try to switch it up because it's not easy having babies, working and all of that. So and now they become a full-time business owner, so they have time to spend with the family. I think it's one of the reason a lot of people, come and start this business. So Yvette, I love the way when you. I didn't know that you started your business in Africa. Well,
Yeah.
you already, and I would like you to tell us more about that, because people are like, in Africa, we don't have money, we don't have this, we don't have that, and lots of things, those reasons. So you are, I think, an example. There may be, you may inspire others to, do as to follow your step and do like what you did. So can you
Okay.
tell us about more?
Yeah, of course. Thank you for the question. To be honest, it's pretty much the same thing. People say in Africa there's no money, but it doesn't have, like we say, it doesn't have to be you breaking the bank. That's not how our business model works.
No.
There is an accommodation to whereby you purchase the lifetime membership, which is not, it's not a Gucci bag, okay? It's not, it's very reasonable price, right? Because you cannot start a business with a zero amount. It's impossible. I think it all comes down to discipline, mindset, and saving. You save your money. I was literally saving my money while working in back in Africa. That's how I got to start the business. I did not I didn't go to Africa to have fun and I was not earning and then I had money. No, that's not how it worked. I was working, saved my money, and then was able to start the business. It's pretty much the same thing here. You have to
Mhm.
save your money before you start the business because everything that you need to give you money, you have to spend money.
Mm.
No one who is financially stable and it came out of blues. There's nothing, just like people say, oh, some people are lucky, they have this, they have that. If you look at that, people, they started somewhere. They did not just become lucky. No,
Mhm.
lucky comes along with hard work, lucky comes along with discipline, lucky comes along with you being ready.
Yeah.
So many people are starting any kind of business online. You can start from there. You can start from you owning your business, other businesses like Farhana used to, and then she was able to transform to this kind of business. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
how you can start. You don't have to have like a huge amount of money at the beginning as well. Like the way I personally, when I started my first buyers, they came almost immediately, by the way, while I
Mhm.
was even still in training, where I was still new, because
Yeah.
that's how our system is set. You can
Mhm.
start making money even like at the beginning. That's not luck. It's because I was ready, I was prepared, and I knew how I could take that. Because it's also a responsibility when you have people to mentor. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
Because people have different thinking, they have the different way they operate. So you have to make sure they are able to operate in a way that it will coincide with the business model and they'll be able to be successful. So
Yeah.
anybody who is in Africa and thinking to be a business owner on the internet, you can start from doing other things, save your money, and then you can transform to be a business owner on the internet. If you think it's very expensive to be like a business owner on the internet, like for example our business model is very simple and they have made it to be able to accommodate the most the least paid person, I would say.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that we should look at. If you want to go big, you have to start from somewhere. You don't just
Yeah.
blow.
Yeah.
You don't just go big. Like I never started spending $100 a day. I started spending 5 cent, $10. Now I'm very comfortable to spend $100. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I want people to look at things like
It's gradual. It's a gradual
it's
process.
gradual, it takes time, but it takes time depending with how much effort you put in, how ready are you, how how prepared you are, because these things are doable. It's not
Mm.
like it's not, it's
Mhm.
doable. People
Mhm.
are doing it, normal people like you, like me, like any other person here. So it all comes down you knowing why you want to do things.
Yeah.
I personally want to feel comfortable taking care of my parents because they did the same to me. That's how I'm built. I don't know any other person. So that already is already a why for me. It's already something that pushes me every day. I know I have to do something in order to make sure that I appreciate my parents.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I look at it. Just start from somewhere, be able to save, and then you can, graduate from where you are.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. And that's why should, keep us moving. When your why is strong, I think you will find a solution. We all know
That's
that
the
if you
truth.
have a problem, you will find a solution. But if
Mm-hmm.
that problem is not, it's not, I don't know, so it's not really, really urgent for you, then you will sit there and then wait. But what I'm sure about is that if you don't do anything, nothing will change. You have to do it. It won't be easy, but you have to just, get out of your comfort zone, do what you have to do, and then be what you have to be. So nothing
Mm-hmm.
comes easy. And even if it's easy, it's not even good for you, right? So I hope
It
people.
becomes easy when you have to be prepared for it to be easy. Like we said, it's a gradual process.
Mm.
Like just like the way right now we feel comfortable with the business, I'm pretty sure that's not how we started.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
personally knew
Definitely not with lives. I mean, my mentor asked me to do lives and come out here. He
exactly.
maybe saw something within my personality, but I was dead determined. No, I'm not gonna come and do lives. I don't know what I'm gonna say in front of people. What if I come on there and I sound like a complete buffoon? I don't know what I'm talking about. And then eventually, I just did a go live challenge and I overcame that fear. And this is what it is, like you're saying, it's just one step at a time. You
Yeah.
discover what the possibilities are, you overcome fears, you develop yourself, and then you find out that you can really achieve so much if you just like actually commit to change. This is the thing, right, guys? So many of
Yeah.
us are wanting a better life, a better for things to change, or we think that the circumstances will change, but change begins within ourselves, and
Yeah.
you actually need to try something different or do something different in order for change to happen, because this is the other thing, right? People keep on doing the same thing over and over and over, and then somehow they expect change is going to happen, but that's not how change happens.
Mhm.
Change
Mhm.
happens when you try something different and when you try something new, and so this is what it's all about, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Really.
So
That's actually true.
so there is this question I want to ask, because we are students, so we have to discuss it. So running a business, okay, does it depict on your studies, on the results of your studies? Does it impact your studies in a good or in a bad way? You know, do you understand me?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
So I think like
that
it's
the
it's all
results,
about,
does it impact the results of
so
you studying?
my studies is not specifically academic, right? It's more so the Arabic is something that's it's a language, and I'm trying to learn and understand the Quran, and
Mm-hmm.
so and then obviously with personal mastery and all of those things, those are all once again more to do with my like myself, and learning about um the different roles that we play and our purpose and all of that. But and so this is the thing though, even though there might not be a test at the end of the day or a result in terms of academic, but the thing is, am I going to achieve anything if I don't implement what I'm learning, or if I'm not doing what I need to do? Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because then I'm just wasting
Yeah.
my time. Because then
So
I'm just like, what? So
okay.
that is, yeah. So for me, it's just a matter of priorities and what is important, and what do I need to do to make sure that it's all fit into how I see what the bigger picture is, and what am I trying to achieve.
Yeah. So thank you. Yvette, what about you? About technologies. I know your course is so interesting. I have a friend who is I don't know, he's a chemist. She's always busy and all of that, going to,
Mm-hmm.
their department each and every day. So how about you? That's it.
It's pretty
Yeah.
much the same as she said. To be honest, you have to know your priorities. For me, I enjoy. I'm a biochemist, but I enjoy working with people. Biochemist, it's more of a very, I would say, a very lonely, my experience, very lonely program whereby you have to figure things out. You have to sit down and analyze molecules, analyze compounds, all that, which is very important because those are like definitely some important skills in life. Like literally, I need to be able to analyze a situation and be able to find a solution. That's very important. But at the same time, I enjoy working with people, and that's one of the skills that I personally have, and it has helped me in the business. So I'm able to know when am I required to work on my business, when am I required to be in class. So when you know your priorities, you're able to schedule yourself, plan how you'll be able to do things. Because if you concentrate more on the business, and then that will not make your study successful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So you have to know when you have to do things and what are you doing at that time. Are you doing diligently? Something like that. I think that's one of the important things. Also, in this business, they teach us all that how to be managing time, how to control yourself. All those things they help you in your studies. They help you like to analyze a scenario and be able to find a solution. So
Yeah.
I think it's a, like you say, it's a win-win because I'm able to learn one thing here and implement it in another thing. Like so
Mm-hmm.
many things that I've learned in this business, like patience. I never used to have patience with people, but right now, I'm
My
telling
God.
you, I'm really being
You
honest.
have to. Right now,
Okay,
you have to.
because you are teaching somebody who wants to figure out life,
Yeah.
you have to be very, very patient. Like you
Yeah.
have to be patient, be able to guide that person. This is someone who needs help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like I was when I came to this internet world. It's not like I already knew what I was doing. No, I didn't know how I would be able to make money on the internet. So I was
Mm-hmm.
told, and the way I was told, I know for sure it definitely made my mentor feel like, damn, I have to find a way that I have to teach her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for me, I never knew I could actually own a business and be able to make money on the internet,
Yeah.
because I thought internet was all about fun, connecting with friends. I
Yeah.
switched it. I switched things. Right now I don't do that. I connect with
Yes.
business owners like me. I connect with my business partners, not friends anymore as it used to be. That's my
Yeah.
own way of I do things right now. So I think that's how things are.
Yeah, I think you are right. Not only it's a priority, but that is it. If you and I think study shows that as women we can do things, we can do multiple things at the same time. I think that also help us to manage and to run our business alongside our studying, right? So I think we have a great talk today. I don't know if you guys have
Oh
something
yes.
to say, and we already know the benefits of our business. But if people want, we can always remind them. Our business is a lifetime business. That's mean your children can take over when you are no more, or when you are tired, I don't know, but you can pass it to kids. It's a legacy you are building. And
Mhm.
as you said, I never also thought that I will own a digital business. I'm like, though in my mind I know I will have my business one day, but it will just be like traditional business. Have your boutique, sell your things maybe. But having a digital business is much easier, fun, because I don't have to pay for a shop and all the inventory. No, 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 I don't have all of that. I just run my business, I cash out, and I continue my road. That's so amazing. So I don't know if you have something to say. Otherwise, we will, just tell our people if they
Like,
have they want more information. Yeah, they have our website there, so they can, connect. They can sign up, watch our webinar. Our webinar is actually free, so you can watch that webinar, and when we are ready, go to the next step, and
Mhm.
then get ready to start your business. So if you have something to say, that is the time.
I'll just say, you know what? In our business, you don't need any. We are all students, and but we just want to mention that you don't need to have any previous skill or business knowledge. You only need to be willing to learn, and you definitely need, like, you need to have purpose. You need to know why it is that you want to do this. Come with an attentive ear, an open heart, a good opinion, and be ready to really yield results if you make the time and the effort.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good reminder. Well, I just want to have maybe a small comment. Uh, looking at how the world is moving right now, like the experience that we have shared, everyone has seen how the world is moving, and personally, the most people that I have helped, there are people who actually they were trying to escape the pandemic laws, like loss of jobs. There were mothers who wanted to be at home. Some of the actually, I do have some people who actually work as normal people. This I think they work in a health facility, like
Health,
they are
yeah,
nurses. Yeah, health cares.
healthcare professional. Okay.
Yes. So they are trying to escape the 9 to 5, which is it's a common thing and everybody has that. Also, I have somebody who literally work in a construction industry and is trying to create time for himself. Well, the reason why I'm giving this example is because everybody belongs somewhere, you know. We are busy human being trying to make it in life. So when you want to live a different life, like Farhana has said, you have to do something different. It's not gonna just land like boom. Nah, you have to do something very different, something you have never learned. Either you sacrifice that 2 minutes and read that paper you need to read on the internet or on your book so that you get informed. So I think that's already a reason why most people should evaluate themselves and see the kind of life they are living and see if this is actually the life they want to live.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a good way when you already have something you're doing and you want to change it. I think it's a good thing because you want to experience the other kind of life. And people are so scared. I was so skeptical when I started these. I was questioning myself, I was doubting myself, but you get to learn you actually worth it more, and you'll be able to center your why, stand on that why, affirm with it every day. When you wake up, think about that. You'll be able to know, oh, I'm a human being, I have power to control my life than the way I have power to change my life than it is right now. So I think those are some of the things that I would like to leave behind. And also for young people like us, do not be scared or do not feel like there are so many things to learn. Yes, they are, but it's a process. You will not learn everything in one day. You learn everything as you would like to succeed. If you want in one day, you can do it. If you want in a month, you can do it. I
Yeah.
literally sat down and watched the whole training one day, guys.
Yeah.
But I
It
had to go back and watch it again and watch it again. That's how I did my thing. So some people are really curious and they want to do things and get finished and keep moving. That's very good. It's a very good skill and it will take you somewhere, but make sure you use it properly.
yeah.
Also, thank you so much. I would like to thank you, Asmao, for organizing these. I have never had that much fun, by the way,
Thank
on
you.
live like this one. Also, Farhana, thank you so much for sacrificing your time.
Thank
Like
you,
we are
Yvette.
from everywhere. She's from South Africa, you're in Canada, I'm in the States. So literally, we are already connected. Mhm.
Yeah. So I just like
That's so
the way
beautiful.
you say curiosity. I think it's curiosity that brought me to this business, because when I saw the ad, I was like, "Is this real?" And then I just watched the webinar, and my mentor said, "Oh, don't worry, just get all the details, and it's 100% refundable." And I'm like, "Okay, let's see if this is true." I just wanted to see if it's true. That's all. And then yeah, I love it. And
And here you are, a business owner.
yeah, so thank you guys. It's just it's so amazing to have you both sharing those experience. Hope that it inspires a lot of people out there. So and will encourage them to take action. And yeah, if you don't do anything, your life will remain the same.
The
And
same.
you have to control your mind. Not nothing, everything will not just go, have a line. Life is like a graph.
Yeah.
It's a process. It will go
Yep.
up down, so you have to just
And
go
that's
with
the
it.
beautiful thing about life.
Yeah,
Just
and
don't remain
when you
down.
yeah, when you see
Just
so
get back up
beautiful.
again.
Yes, don't remain down. You have to go up.
Yeah.
That's actually like when I think about that, I do think about that a lot. Life is all about ups and down, ups and down. You will never
Yeah,
have a good day throughout your life. You have to have some bad days. Make sure some bad days are less than good days. You know what I mean?
yeah. Make
it's
sure
it's
of
so
that.
it's so amazing, and that's living. There are people who literally their graphs look like this.
No.
Yeah, I'm not one of those people.
Have
So
to, yeah. I think those down will shape you, help you to the next step. In
Mhm.
life, when you are going through something, it's preparing you for a great thing. Just take it like that, change your mindset, do what you love to do. If
Yep,
you are scared, you know, it's normal, but go for it. Overcome your fear. Do
your
what
fears
you need to do, and continue. If you don't like the way you're living right now, it's never
change
late.
it.
It's never late. Change it. Change it. We have people of more than 80 years that are in the business.
Ah,
You can
yeah.
ask yourself,
My
why are
coach
they
is.
doing the business? But they are doing it, spending I don't know, the last of their days in fun, having fun, enjoying life. So you are your own limits. So thank you guys. I think we will end it here and see you the other time. Bye.
Thank you for having
Okay.
us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Bye.
wabarakatuh.
Bye. Walaikum salam.
Bye. Good night, Farhana.